Catch me online, you wanna know how it smell? Ask Santos, he knows smell well. I got new. If that song isn't stuck on your head, girl, you have not been on Ashley Trevino TikTok, and let me tell you, I will fill you in on the lore because it is the most delicious lore you can find. Who is Ashley Trevino, or otherwise known as the Inmate Hopper? Singer slash songwriter, if you can call it that. Proud owner of 2 dogs. Oh. Yeah, sorry, we're just getting this in. Our producer is saying we have some wrong information. Proud owner of 2 daughters that she treats like dogs. Is that right? Yeah, 2 daughters that she treats like dogs. Cheeto enthusiast and an owner of the best smelling nunu out there.
How does that nunu feel? Just kidding.
Like the ocean.
So if you think your nunu smells good, it don't compare with Ash Trevino. But before we get into that, let's check who Trevino is. Let's get a little background check on her because I don't know who the hell she is, where she came from, and why is she famous right now. Well, I do because I did the research, but I'm here to fill you in. So let's get started. Ashley Nicole Garcia was born on January 17th, 1989, which makes her an Aquarius and also 35 years old. To all the people out here thinking, oh my god, she's a 50-year-old grandma.
How old are you? I'm 35.
You 35?
Yeah, 35.
On TikTok live, doing the most unhinged, crazy. She's actually 35, which doesn't make it any better that she's been doing, but it does reassure us what age she is. She's a 35-year-old woman. She was born to her wonderful mother Tina Ann Aguilar and her father Julio Garcia in Ennis, Texas, USA. Before Ashley Trevino became a full-time content creator, more like a live battler, because I don't think she really creates any content. Her content is just like photos of herself, like, hey, look at how pretty I look so gorgeous, I look so beautiful, which is totally fine. Like, flaunt your beauty out there if you have any, which everyone does. I'm not saying she just doesn't look beautiful, she looks beautiful, but she is more of a live battler, which means she will go against other people who are on live requesting gifts and see who gets more gifts from other people. Basically, in other words, begging for people to send the money and see who gets more money, from what I gather, which is crazy. But before she started doing such amazing work online, she was working at a dentist's office for 6 years, I think. I know. I don't think. I know. She does have a beautiful smile for sure. That's, I think, where she gets it from.
Shut up, stupid. It looks like a prince.
So what happened, you may ask? Because nobody just stands up and decides, you know what, I'm going to leave my job today. What I'm going to do is go on live on TikTok and start begging people for money. Or gifts, I guess. It's not technically begging for money, which is technically it is begging for money, but whatever you want to call it. She's begging for something. No one just decides, you know what, let me go start doing that right now. No, that doesn't just happen unless it does and I'm just not aware of this. But in Ash's case, that's not what happened. What happened is her office got taken over by new owners, which actually broke Ash down.
I'm kind of depressed, you guys. Like, I don't want to cry because I know y'all record everything, so I don't want to look like a chiona, you know? But guys, I've been at this job for 6 years and starting Monday, you know? Hold on. We've been crying at the office all day. Like, our office got sold. And you're worried about battling me tonight? I don't even know if I'm gonna have a job next week. Like,
see how she needed to put on sad music? Very traumatic. It shows that she was experiencing a really sad moment and she just needed that, you know, ambiance of sad music to just support her sadness. Turns out that the previous owners and the current owners had come together and decided, you know what, Ash, if you want to stay in this job, you don't have to leave. We're not kicking you out. You can stay here.
Hey, stay! You back!
But Ash, on her own terms, decided to leave. And what those terms, you may ask, are? Well, the terms are she doesn't preferably like to work with Indians, or she doesn't like working for Indians. So her terms would be, no Indians, please, because if there's Indians, I'm not going to be working for you.
he gave us an option to stay with the new owners or leave. And I chose to leave because they were Indians. And I'm not working under no Indians. I'm sorry.
I don't think you should be saying that online, especially to thousands of people. but you do you, babe. But from the deliberate sad music that she had to put on to then saying, hey, I'm gonna lose my job, this is so traumatic, and then deciding herself that she's not gonna stay in the job that she had full rights to stay in, it seems like she's putting on a big show. And from my deep dive into her, that seems to be her favorite card to play. Put on the biggest show so people are gonna, or actually maybe it's not even putting on a biggest show, maybe it's just who she is. A person who doesn't think before they speak, says the most unhinged things, does the most unhinged things, and stuff that I'm telling you right now, SNL couldn't even write. Anyone can quit their job, say something racial online, and go live every single day. Why are people still watching her? Why aren't people canceling her? Why is she still relevant to this day?
How?
What is helping her grab everyone's attention, unlike all the other live people? Well, maybe it's all the controversy that she's been in and all the ways that she has portrayed herself on the internet. There's a lot that we need to cover and figure out. How is Ash doing this? How is she keeping everyone's attention on her? Even months after she first became famous, because let me tell you one thing, if there's one thing that I know, it's a trend on TikTok will die in a week. It's been months and Ash is still relevant. So what is it?
What's the secret?
From what I could gather, Ash's first controversy was her love life. She is, if you haven't heard, known as someone who is an inmate hopper, and not just a label given by the world, it is a proud label that she wears herself.
I'm an inmate hopper, of course I am. And guess what? If your boyfriend was in prison, I'd take him too, baby.
She's expressed how she has been in over 30 inmate relationships. She's in some kind of sister-wife relation, something.
I mean, now I'm in a prison sister-wife relationship.
She has went as far as marrying an inmate, which unfortunately she's not with anymore, but that's like every relationship that she's been in. They don't last. I think what Ash seems to want most in a relationship is control.
That's what I need.
And what best way to have constant control over somebody than of someone who has literally no control? Somebody who is locked up, who can't choose where they sleep, who can't choose what they eat, who can't choose literally anything about their lives.
Oh, that small world, tall order crap.
As low as you need to be searching on the dating spectrum to get an inmate boyfriend, how does one acquire one and how does one keep one? How does one have stuff in common with an inmate boyfriend? Well, Ash does an absolutely amazing job showing us how she connects and bonds over things with these criminals. What those things that she connects and bonds over, you may ask? Well, stuff like the victims got what they deserved.
Honestly, rip to those who lost their lives.
Or the women in relationships that were treated the way that they were treated. It was their own fault that they were treated like that.
He literally unalived his
Okay,
wife.
well, it's not my fault. Act like it's my fault. Maybe if he was happy, he would know.
Well, shit, you will definitely have people talking about you if you start talking crap like that. But Ash is a grown woman. Hearing that the internet is talking about her choice of men, her love life, and how she treats and talks about victims of these men, she decided, you know what, let me take this constructive criticism and let me swing the pendulum from one side to the far left. And what I mean by the far left is she is with Sanos, a 19-year-old boy who comes, let me just be honest, he actually is just as bad as the people locked up. Maybe not bad, but really, really bad. And he just deserves a whole video for himself.
You deserve your own room.
But this right here, this whole situation with Santos, this 19-year-old kid, first of all, toxic as hell, as all her relationships are toxic and just really unhealthy. This whole situation and relationship is crazy. I've never seen anything this dumb, this stupid, and this hilarious. Because their relationship is a laughingstock of the internet.
Are y'all jealous because I'm in the same room as him or what?
Not anymore. They have separated. But the funniest shit that has ever come out on the internet. She's constantly expressing that Santos and her have seen each other's special areas.
I've already seen his beepee, and he's already seen my nunu.
But from my very credible sources, I have found out that this information is actually false. The only special places or parts that anyone has ever seen is the ones that Ash has actually shown off to the world on live. Yes, this woman has taken out her pepperonis, or if you want to say slices of chorizo, whatever fits your boat, whatever. She has taken them out, groped herself, and showed it on live.
Feeling ecstatic.
Do you know why? I'll give you a minute to think why she did that. Santos asked her,
What the?
"You're a 35-year-old woman, live with thousands of people watching you. A 19-year-old kid has asked you, hey, you're not on FaceTime. We all can see. Everyone's watching." Because her content is her being constantly live, we get the rawest, the most disturbing facts about Ash that you could that you could ever get from anyone. Like, no one, I don't know if she doesn't realize that she's not on live half of the time, but the stuff that comes out of her mouth, mind-blowing.
God, please, no! 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 No!
But also the funniest ever. I love it. Don't get me wrong, I might be shading on her, but I love it. I love it. Like, for example, when she was asking her Tia, which is actually not her Tia, did the bathroom smell?
Tia, did it smell? Did it smell?
This went so viral on TikTok that oh my god. Explaining how she used to be jealous of her daughter because she thought, emphasis on the word thought, that her baby daddy loved his daughter, her daughter, their daughter, together more than he loved her. So you know what she used to do? She used to yank her by the hair, just because she was jealous. I'm sorry.
I'm telling you, whenever we lived with her dad, I used to pull her by the hair because I was so mad at her. Like, I feel like he loved her more than he loved me, and so, like, I took my anger out on her.
Or when her daughter was literally throwing up, okay? Throwing up in the back saying, "Mom, I'm throwing up, Mom." You know what she did? She asked her daughter, "Why are you throwing up? Does it smell like Nunu?" Okay, funny as hell, but your daughter is throwing up. Go check.
You wanna know how it smells? Ask Santos. He knows it smell well. You just threw up? Why? You're lying. It smell like Nunu or what? I'm just kidding.
Mom, I just threw up party dancing. Mom, I threw up party dancing.
I want to be clear, she is hilarious, okay? But no, if it's not her completely unbelievable actions towards her daughter, towards the Santos, towards anyone that comes in contact with her, it's her looks, which I do not agree on, because beauty is subjective. It's really not an objective thing, even though some might want to say that it is. There is no reason to be stooping this low by criticizing someone's looks, but Ash's looks are another thing that are trending.
Thick, yes, but I'm not fat, you know?
I'm not trying to be rude or mean, but it's funny as fucking hell. Because I do not know, another thing that I'll mention later on in the video, there is this generic look, which is the Ash look, that people have, and it's just another thing that I'm like, wait, hold on, because some people look like Ash, and they might not be as bad as Ash, and we all know that Ash's looks, the only reason why they're trending right now is because she's a horrible person, so they're obviously trying to make fun of her looks.
Tia, did it smell? Did it smell?
Her looks. And it's just, there are other people that are doing the same thing that Ash is currently doing, not her actions, but trying to profit off lives. And it just feels like they are getting burnt in the run of this whole thing because they look like Ash or they have similar features to Ash, which again, we shouldn't be making fun of anyone's features because beauty is subjective, and we all know the only reason why hers are trending is because she's an awful person. But you know what? It's not even just random people making fun of Ash. It's her daughters that are making fun of her as well.
Alexa, play Como La Flor.
You get mad at me.
That's how it's supposed to be. Are you sure?
Oh my god, imagine my brother did that to me. Oh my god. Bart Simpson style.
You little cat!
Will this fame last? Do we really think that this fame will last? Because let me tell you, she might be the next Charli D'Amelio, but all for the wrong reasons, because her fame has still lasted till now. It's been over a month since she first became famous, and she's still trending. She is still very, very relevant. And I'm sitting here, what is she gonna do with her newfound fame? What is she gonna do with all these eyes on her? She's already started doing something absolute. Miss Ashley Trevino has decided that she is going to release a song. She has collaborated with a musician to release a song with her and her two lines.
I seen his baby. He's seen the new.
Do it again. Do
it again. Okay.
Do it one more time.
Okay.
Do it one more time.
Oh, right there. Fuck.
Oh, he's gonna put me back on there.
I seen the pee-pee. He seen the nunu.
This is honestly the funniest shit ever. I'm telling you, SNL could never write something like this. Somebody commented, this setting her up. Yeah, they're definitely hyping her up way too much, especially because, I mean, it sounds crazy, and I know the reason why they're hyping her up, because if she says something crazy, people are gonna listen, people are gonna watch, and they're gonna comment, and they're gonna spread the word, hey, look at this crazy, they're gonna talk about this moment. And listen, bad publicity is still publicity. Okay, people are still talking, you are still relevant, so keep it going. Somebody else said, what is nunu? I'm lost. It's roast beef. If you know, you know.
My coochie meow meow is not pink because I'm brown. Roast beef.
It's the girls. Somebody else said, is she aware? Nope, I don't think she is aware of anything except for her nunu and Santos pee-pee, which is also false because apparently they are not together anymore. Apparently they're no longer friends. Possibly, probably just for now. Give it a week and they're gonna be back on each other's laps like they always are. From dentist office to musician, if you could call her that. Honestly, I think she's just sprinkling a bit of Ashley Trevino everywhere she's going, and I think maybe she's gonna try to dabble in everything until she finds something that she's actually good at. Hopefully, or maybe we're just gonna see a one-hit wonder. But what is next for Ashley Trevino? Let's ask her. I know she's not gonna reply to me, but maybe she will. You never know. Maybe she will. Oh my god, imagine we got an interview with Miss Ashley Trevino. That would be absolutely awesome. And you know what? On my deep dive, one thing that I could not find is where the hell is her Instagram handle? Am I slow or what is going on? Because I can't find it anywhere. Hey girl, I was just wondering, will you be releasing any new music? Question mark. I loved your collaboration on Nunu. Honestly, plays in my head 24/7 because of how stupid it is, but I love it. What are your plans for the future? Question mark. We are going to copy and we're gonna send this because I think she has 3 accounts or something. Oh my god, I just cut it. I just cut the whole message. Oh, it just automatically. Wait, what? I didn't do what? I have no idea what just happened, but send. If we get an answer, you'll know, and if we don't get an answer, you'll also know. But here is a couple of videos of people who are doing the same exact thing that Ash has been doing, who, in my personal opinion, I feel like look a bit like Ash. I don't know, they're giving just Ash vibes to me.
Hey, Hot Rod, when Daddy's speaking, you don't speak over. You wait.
What's up, Hot Rod? What you got to say?
Yeah, I feel like Ash has gone viral and everyone feels like, you know what? She is like me. I can do the same thing. I could be making money because Ash is making bank. Like, the statements that I've seen online of the money that she's making. Excuse me? Do share. Like, you know, one of the controversies that she was in is that she did not buy her daughter's beds, but she was walking around buying bags for herself. I haven't done full-blown research into that, but that was one of the controversies that she was in. Like, excuse me, girl? Anyways, but I feel like people right now are thinking, you know what? I could do that. I can do that. And my only advice to you right now is to stay safe on the internet. Don't listen to kids telling you, hey, grow up yourself and show me your chichis. I don't know if I can say that. Try your best to not say some unhinged stuff that you would regret in the future. And if you're going live, especially if you're going live, think before you speak.